Have you ever walked into a Japanese home and felt an instant sense of calm, even before anyone said a word? There's something different about the way the air feels, light, balanced, almost peaceful. It's not magic, it's intention. The Japanese don't just organize their homes, they design the flow of energy within them. Every corner is arranged to nurture harmony. And today, I'll share with you 8 powerful Japanese tricks that can transform your house into a sanctuary of calm and balance. These aren't complicated routines or expensive changes. They are simple, ancient habits that reconnect you with peace, the kind of peace that starts in your home and stays in your heart. Before we continue, tell me from which country and city you're watching this video. I'd love to know, and I'll leave you a heart. And don't forget to subscribe and help me reach the goal of 1,000 likes. The first Japanese trick is kanso, which means simplicity. It's one of the core principles of Zen design, the art of removing excess so beauty can breathe. Japanese homes feel calm because they are not filled with distractions. Instead of filling walls, tables, and shelves with things, they leave space for the eye and the soul to rest. Kanso isn't about minimalism for style, it's about minimalism for peace. When you remove clutter, you allow clarity to enter. Try walking through your house and noticing what doesn't belong, what doesn't serve, or what doesn't make you feel calm. Let go of one thing today, a decoration that doesn't spark joy, a pile of papers that drains your energy. Each item you release is a door opening towards stillness. The Japanese believe that simplicity doesn't mean emptiness, it means fullness of spirit. The second Japanese trick to bring calm and balance into your house is seiketsu, the practice of purity and consistency. In Japan, cleanliness is not a chore. It's a way to honor life. The belief is simple. When your surroundings are clean, your spirit becomes lighter. That's why Japanese homes always look effortlessly peaceful. People don't wait for dirt to accumulate. They clean a little every day, making purity part of their rhythm. You can start by choosing one moment in your routine, like wiping the sink after brushing your teeth or sweeping the floor before bed. These small acts have enormous power. When you repeat them daily, they become rituals of renewal. The Japanese often say, "A clean space brings a clean heart." This connection between the inner and the outer world is real. Notice how different your mood feels after washing the dishes or folding clothes with intention. It's not just about the result, it's about the mindfulness in the act itself. The secret is not doing more, it's doing with awareness. In Japanese culture, cleaning is never rushed. It's done with calm hands and a quiet mind, as if each gesture were a meditation. Try slowing down the next time you tidy something. Feel the textures, the sounds, the quiet energy of order returning. This is seiketsu, the invisible art of peace through consistency. The more you clean with gratitude instead of frustration, the more peace you invite into your home. Every motion becomes a way to restore harmony, not just to the space around you, but to the space within you. Remember, in a Japanese home, purity is not perfection, it's respect. The third Japanese trick that brings balance into every home is shizen, living in harmony with nature. In Japan, nature isn't something outside the house. It's something that flows through it. The light, the air, the colors, and even the textures all work together to create peace. Japanese people believe that nature is the ultimate teacher of balance, and by allowing its presence inside your home, you invite that same harmony into your life. Start with light. Open your windows early, let the morning sun enter, and allow fresh air to move through your rooms. This act alone can transform the energy of your space. Natural light is considered cleansing in Japan. It washes away the heaviness of yesterday. Then think about the elements in your home: wood, stone, water, and plants. Even one plant in a quiet corner can shift the atmosphere completely. It reminds you that calm grows in simplicity. The Japanese decorate with natural tones: beige, brown, soft white, to imitate the peace of nature. Try this too. Use organic textures like bamboo, cotton or linen. Replace synthetic smells with fresh ones, open air, clean sheets, or a single flower in a glass jar. When you reconnect your home to nature, you also reconnect your spirit to stillness. Shizen teaches us that we are not separate from the world around us. When you care for your environment, it cares for you back. Take a moment each day to stand by your window, breathe deeply, and feel gratitude for the light, the air, and the silence. That is how nature restores balance, gently, quietly, beautifully. The fourth Japanese trick to bring calm and balance to your house is wabi-sabi, the art of finding beauty in imperfection. In a world obsessed with flawless surfaces and perfect lines, the Japanese remind us that peace doesn't come from perfection, but from acceptance. Wabi-sabi celebrates the cracks, the faded colors, and the gentle wear that time leaves behind. It teaches that everything, just like us, carries marks of life, and that's what makes it beautiful. Imagine a cup with a small chip or an old wooden chair with scratches. Instead of hiding them, Japanese people see these as signs of memory and character. They represent the passage of time and the quiet grace of resilience. The next time you notice something slightly broken or imperfect in your home, pause before replacing it. Ask yourself if it truly needs fixing, or if it tells a story worth keeping. This mindset invites calm because it teaches us to let go of constant striving. It replaces anxiety with appreciation. Try creating a small corner in your home inspired by wabi-sabi, a simple table, a candle, maybe a ceramic piece that feels imperfect but honest. Keep it uncluttered and natural. When you look at that space, let it remind you that peace doesn't come from controlling everything. It comes from accepting things as they are. The Japanese believe that wabi-sabi brings humility and gratitude because it reveals beauty in what's real, not in what's flawless. And when your eyes learn to love simplicity and imperfection, your heart finally begins to rest. In this acceptance, you'll find a peace that lasts much longer than perfection ever could. The fifth Japanese trick to bring calm and balance into your house is genkan, the mindful entrance. In Japan, the home begins at the doorway, not the living room. The genkan is a sacred space where the outside world ends and the inner world begins. Shoes are removed, coats are hung, and the energy of the street is left behind. This simple ritual is powerful because it teaches the mind to switch from doing to being. When you walk into your home, you are not just crossing a physical threshold, you are entering a state of calm. To apply this at home, create your own version of a genkan. It doesn't have to be Japanese. It just needs to be intentional. Place a small mat, a shoe rack, or even a basket where you can leave your shoes. Add a plant or a soft light to make the space inviting. Each time you step in, take a deep breath and imagine leaving the stress of the outside world there. This habit creates an invisible barrier that protects the tranquility of your home. The Japanese believe that when the entrance is cluttered, the entire house absorbs that chaos. But when the entrance is clear and harmonious, good energy flows freely inside. You'll notice how this tiny change transforms the way you feel the moment you walk in. Instead of bringing tension home, you'll bring awareness. Over time, this simple practice becomes a daily cleansing of your mind. Every time you remove your shoes, you're also removing the weight of the day. It's a gentle act that says, "Here, I rest." Genkan reminds us that peace begins before we even enter the room. It starts at the door. The sixth Japanese trick to bring calm and balance into your house is kakebo, the mindful way of managing your home and money. At first, it might sound unrelated to peace, but in Japan, financial harmony is deeply tied to emotional balance. Kakebo means household ledger, but it's not just about tracking expenses. It's a gentle practice of awareness and gratitude for what comes in and what goes out of your life. Japanese families have used kakebo for over a century, writing their expenses by hand instead of using digital apps. The reason? Writing connects the mind and the heart. It turns numbers into reflection. Once a week, they ask themselves 4 questions. What did I spend on? How can I reduce unnecessary things? What am I saving for? And, most importantly, how do I feel about my spending? When you begin to see money as energy rather than stress, you realize it flows just like balance in a home. Overspending, like clutter, creates noise. Awareness brings calm. Try keeping a small notebook or digital list where you record not just what you spend, but how each purchase makes you feel. You'll begin to see patterns, things that bring joy versus things that drain peace. Kakebo teaches you to align your finances with your values. You'll spend less on impulse and more on what truly nourishes your soul. Experiences, comfort, beauty, quiet. And that harmony extends to your home. When you live within your means, your house feels lighter, your heart feels freer, and your mind can finally rest. The Japanese understand that simplicity in money brings serenity in life. Kakebo is proof that order outside always begins with awareness inside. The 7th Japanese trick to bring calm and balance to your house is omoyari, the quiet art of empathy in everyday life. In Japan, harmony doesn't come only from clean spaces or elegant design. It also comes from how people treat each other inside the home. Omoyari means to think of others with kindness before they even ask. It's the invisible glue that holds peace together. When practiced daily, it transforms the energy of a home into one of warmth and connection. Imagine living in a space where everyone moves with thoughtfulness, where someone refills the water before the kettle is empty, folds the blanket someone else left on the couch, or quietly washes the cup they didn't use just to make things easier for another. That's omoyari in action. It's not about obligation, it's about care that flows naturally. You can start practicing it today by observing your surroundings and asking, what small act can I do that will make this space better for someone else? Maybe it's lighting a candle before your family dinner, opening the curtains for natural light, or simply preparing tea for someone you love. These gestures seem small, but they carry emotional weight. In Japan, people believe that when a home is filled with acts of quiet kindness, the entire atmosphere changes. Voices soften, laughter feels lighter, and the home itself begins to glow. Omoyari teaches us that balance is not just external, it's emotional. Peace grows where people feel seen and considered, and the more empathy you bring to your home, the more serenity it will give back to you in return. The 8th and final Japanese trick to bring calm and balance to your house is kaizen, the art of continuous improvement through small, consistent steps. While omoyari teaches harmony with others, kaizen teaches harmony with yourself. It's about making gentle progress without pressure, perfection, or guilt. In Japan, kaizen is not a motivational slogan, it's a lifestyle. People apply it to their homes, their work, and their personal growth. The idea is that even a 1% improvement repeated daily leads to transformation. You don't have to change your entire house overnight. Instead, choose one small improvement each day. Fix a loose handle, reorganize a drawer, replace a flickering light, wipe the window that's been fogged for weeks. These actions may seem trivial, but each one restores flow, physical, mental, and emotional. Over time, you'll look around and realize your home has evolved quietly, just like you. The Japanese believe that the spirit of kaizen keeps energy alive. A stagnant home creates stagnant emotions. But when we keep improving, our surroundings stay vibrant and fresh. Even small shifts, adding a soft lamp, moving a chair to catch the morning sun, renew the feeling of harmony. Remember, balance isn't a destination, it's a rhythm. Kaizen invites you to dance with your space, to treat your home as a living extension of your soul. Let every little improvement remind you that peace doesn't come from big changes. It's born from quiet consistency. Your home reflects who you are becoming. And with each mindful action, you're not just building a calm house, you're building a calm life. Now that you've learned these 8 Japanese tricks, it's time to understand how they work together as a way of life, not just as habits. In Japan, these principles, kanso, seiketsu, shizen, wabi-sabi, genkan, kakebo, omoyari, and kaizen, are not practiced separately. They form an invisible circle of peace that keeps life in motion with grace. Each one balances the other. Kanso brings simplicity, but wabi-sabi teaches acceptance. Shizen connects us to nature, while seiketsu keeps that connection clean and sacred. Genkan marks the passage from the world's chaos to inner calm, and kakebo ensures our energy, financial and emotional, flows with awareness. Finally, omoyari and kaizen bring warmth and growth, completing the cycle of harmony. The Japanese way of order is never rigid. It moves like water, adapting and flowing through every stage of life. That's why Japanese homes feel peaceful, even in change, because order is not something they fight to keep. It's something they nurture daily. You can bring that same energy into your home by choosing one principle to focus on each week. Let it become part of your rhythm. As you repeat it, you'll notice that your home begins to reflect your inner calm more and more. The Japanese say that a home filled with intention becomes a living soul. The walls, the air, and the silence start to respond to the care you give. Over time, your home will feel like it's breathing with you, inhaling peace, exhaling gratitude. That is the quiet beauty of living in balance. To truly live with calm and balance, the Japanese practice one more invisible art, seijaku, the appreciation of stillness. It's not one of the 8 tricks, but it's what ties them all together. Seijaku means tranquil silence, the deep quiet that exists beneath sound. In a world filled with constant motion, silence has become rare, even uncomfortable. But in Japan, silence is sacred. It's where peace is born. A Japanese home always has moments of quiet built into its rhythm. The slow pouring of tea, the sound of a broom sweeping, the whisper of wind through shoji screens. These are not empty moments. They are moments of presence. When your home becomes quiet, you can finally hear yourself again. Try creating a small daily ritual of seijaku in your own home. Maybe it's sitting for 5 minutes in the morning without your phone, or drinking tea by the window before the day begins. You can even make silence part of your cleaning routine. No music, no distractions, just the sound of your breath and your movements. That's when the ordinary transforms into peace. The Japanese understand that silence doesn't mean absence, it means fullness. It's a pause that gives meaning to everything else. When you let stillness enter your home, your thoughts slow down, your heart softens, and balance becomes effortless. Seijaku reminds us that we don't need to chase calm, we only need to stop interrupting it. Peace is already there, waiting beneath the noise. You'll find that in those moments of stillness, your home feels like it's whispering back to you, saying, "You are safe, you are enough." As calm begins to fill your home, you'll start to feel its effects beyond your walls. The Japanese believe that the state of one's home directly influences relationships, health, and even destiny. When your home is peaceful, your energy becomes softer, your thoughts become clearer, and your actions become kinder. The home is not just where you live, it's where your soul learns how to rest. That's why many Japanese families treat their homes as living beings that need care, love, and gratitude. They bow before entering after long days, they light incense to refresh the energy, and they open windows to let sunlight bless the rooms. These gestures may look small, but they carry deep meaning. They acknowledge that home is sacred space. You can do this too. When you wake up, greet your home with presence. Whisper a quiet thank you for the roof that protects you and the walls that hold your memories. When you tidy up, do it with intention, not obligation. When you eat, take a moment to enjoy how your space supports your comfort. This is how the Japanese cultivate kokoro, a heart connected to place. And that connection radiates outward. You begin to notice that when your environment is cared for, your emotions become more stable and your relationships more loving. Arguments fade faster, laughter lasts longer, and every shared moment feels softer. The energy of your home becomes a silent teacher, one that reminds you daily that peace is not found, but built. Your home mirrors your heart, and when both are calm, life feels balanced in ways you never imagined. Now that you've discovered the 8 Japanese tricks to bring calm and balance into your house, remember this: peace is not something you find once. It's something you create every day. Each habit is a thread that, when woven together, forms a tapestry of serenity. Kanso taught you simplicity. Seiketsu reminded you that purity renews energy. Shizen brought nature back into your space. Wabi-sabi showed that imperfection is beauty. Genkan taught you that calm begins at the door. Kakebo restored mindfulness to your home's flow. Omoyari added kindness, and Kaizen reminded you that growth never stops. Together, they create not just order, but harmony. A living peace that fills your home with quiet grace. The Japanese way isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about approaching each moment with awareness and respect. When you walk through your house, let gratitude be your guide. Touch the objects around you with care. Breathe slowly as you move. Feel how your home responds when you treat it gently. Over time, you'll notice something beautiful. Your home will start taking care of you too. The air will feel lighter, your thoughts calmer, your routines easier. That's when you'll understand that the secret of Japanese minimalism is not about less, it's about more meaning. Every action becomes a reflection of love. So, begin today. Start with one small change: a drawer, a morning ritual, a mindful breath. Let your home become your teacher, your temple, your quiet companion. Because when your home is balanced, your life flows effortlessly. And that, truly, is the art of Japanese calm.